Paper Mario is one of my favorite games ever made. This game still holds up surprisingly well. 10 out of 10, go play it. But instead of praising the game, today I want to talk about a recent experience I had. Something so dumb, so preventable, I'm still baffled it happened. I accidentally softlocked my game because I was too good at it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. At first, everything was going great. I started up a brand new file of the game and breezed through the first 2 chapters. And then I made it to chapter 3, probably my favorite chapter. I got Bo, broke into Tubba Blubba's castle, kicked his butt, and the star card appeared for me to collect. Okay, let's pause at this moment. Let me give you some context. Earlier that same month, I was watching a person speedrun this game and noticed when the star card appeared, he performed a trick called LZS and collected the card. This skipped the entire Peach cutscene, as well as a few other cutscenes, which saved like 5 minutes or something, I kinda forgot. But before I can continue with this story, you might be pondering, what the frig is LZS? Well, in order to explain that, I need to... LZS stands for Loading Zone Storage. Basically, when Mario hits a loading zone, there is a 1-frame window where he can jump. This essentially stores the loading zone. You can hit as many jumps as you want, but as soon as you miss a jump, the loading zone activates. Now, doing this is useless. There is nothing beneficial about doing just jumps other than bragging rights. But this glitch gets enhanced with the addition of movement. However, you cannot just hold the direction you want to go. That would be too easy. If the game detects Mario walking, it automatically activates the loading zone. So what you have to do is hold the direction when you are in the air. This is also frame perfect to get the maximum distance, meaning that a full jump is a double frame perfect input. Keep in mind you have to chain these together to store the loading zone, so kind of a difficult trick. This trick can be used to have a skewed angle when going into a loading zone and clip out of bounds, such as for skipping Goombario and performing Whale Early. In this case, when you grab the card, the loading zone immediately activates, overriding the cutscene that would normally play. This puts the game into a very weird state, where it's no longer Chapter 3, but it's not yet Chapter 4. Okay, explanation over. So I was about to grab the Chapter 3 card, but at that moment, I remembered the glitch and wanted to try and do it myself. So I said to myself, 1 attempt. What are the chances I could get it? So I approached the loading zone carefully, and I got 1 jump, then another, then another! I literally pulled this off on my first try! Keep in mind that I am awful at LZS. I mean, sometimes I get lucky, but I am not consistent at all. This trick is 14 frame-perfect inputs in a row, by the way. At first, I was really happy and surprised I did this. I mean, pulling off a glitch that difficult on my first try? What could possibly be any repercussions of that? Let me make this clear. Do not do this in your casual playthrough. This is a horrible life choice. You will regret this decision. At home you may be asking, why? All it does is skip a Peach cutscene. Well, let me tell you. You see, when you arrive back in Toad Town after Chapter 3, there are a bunch of Shy Guys stealing stuff from the town, allowing you to enter Chapter 4 through the Shy Guy's house. However, when I arrived back, there were literally no Shy Guys anywhere. And the even stranger thing was that all the NPCs were losing their noggins from these non-existent Shy Guys, including my own brother. I literally could not progress. I couldn't go through the Shy Guy's house because there were no Shy Guys to trigger Chapter 4! Where'd they go, huh? Are they on lunch break? So then I wondered, what else can I find in this weird post-Chapter 3, pre-Chapter 4 state? So I started looking around, and I didn't have to look far. First of all, the music in Toad Town is the normal music compared to the frantic Shy Guy music. You can also still cook, read your mail, and buy badges. These are all things that you can't do in Chapter 4 until you recover the frying pan, bag of letters, and calculator respectively. Next, normally this Toad doesn't let you in his house because he suspects you're a Shy Guy. But in this weird state, you can actually enter his house, and he still has the same text of calling you a Shy Guy. So that's pretty funny. If you get a fortune from Merlin, he says you still need to save the Star Spirit from Chapter 3, even though I already completed it. By the way, he normally hints to the location of the Shy Guy's toy box. Next, if you talk to certain NPCs, specifically these children near the train station and the Toad by the flower garden, they crash the Nintendo 64 version. I guess they just hate talking or something. I have no idea why these NPCs specifically crash the game, while almost all the other ones say their normal dialogue. At the dock, all the NPCs were normal, but when I looked out into the water, the whale wasn't there. Which begs the question, where did Fuzzipede go? don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's talk about the last discovery I found. The biggest one. The most epicest, rarest, awesomest dialogue in this game, maybe? If you talk to this toad, or this toad at the train station, they all say the same thing. They say, no need to translate. I know, I'm so cool. I tried looking up this dialogue to see if anyone's found it before, but I couldn't find anything. Hi, so this is a bit of a late update to the script, but this video just came out, which also has the no need to translate dialogue, but I'm still cool because he said he couldn't figure out a way to get the text to appear in-game, so take that. Sorry, I don't know, back to the video. I've seen the "this message should not appear" text before, and it appeared in an area of Toad Town that wasn't meant to be accessed yet. But you can access this area anytime at this point in the game, so it's very perplexing. But this raises even more questions. Like, why did these NPCs have dialogue, but the children didn't? Why are these toads the only one to have this kind of dialogue out of anyone in Toad Town? They have dialogue when you enter the scene normally, so who knows what happened here. In conclusion, I am good at video games, and everyone else has a skill issue.